Hi, Regina here, and today I'm going to share with you a principle that's helped me with crafting musical interpretations. So to begin, what is musical interpretation? I realize it's a really broad question, but I think it's important to reflect upon it now and then so that we have a philosophy underlying our art, a method to the madness. Now, when I was younger, musical interpretation to me meant listen to a bunch of recordings, copy those recordings, listen to your teacher, practice what your teacher told you to practice. But of course, as I grew older, I started searching for guiding principles that would help me become a more authentic and independent musician. Who am I, the violinist, in relation to the piece, to the composer, and to the audience? Now, personally, I like to use this metaphor. I like to compare a musical piece to this really beautiful place, and I am your tour guide showing you through this place, which means the beauty already exists there, and all I have to do is find those special parts, and I have to emphasize these parts and point them out to you, the audience. The principle that I want to share with you today is clarity. Clarity of musical structure and clarity of musical intent. Clarity of musical structure means we have to know where each section begins and where it ends. We also have to know the high points of that section and where the moments of tension are located. The clarity of musical intent means we have to decide per section what emotions we are trying to convey. Now, it's not enough to just have this musical knowledge. We have to change something in our sound to reflect that knowledge. For example, if we decide that we want a section to sound more intense, maybe change something in your vibrato or bow pressure. You could use faster vibrato or maybe wider vibrato, and you could add more bow pressure just to give a heavier textured sound. A second example would be if we were to close a phrase. What we could do is we could lessen the vibrato and combine that with a decrescendo just to taper the sound off. Now, another question we can ask ourselves is, where are the moments of tension and release? Try to find as many points of tension and release as you can. Now ask yourself, what can we do to our sound to emphasize this tension? Now, I know this sounds like a lot of thinking, but the goal is to internalize all these musical details before the performance. Now, when it's time to perform, you'll find that you're conscious of things, but not overthinking. So in summary, my musical tip for today is aim for clarity of musical structure and clarity of musical understanding.